Idi-Isin village is nestled between Ilaro and Idogo, surrounded by towering trees and a windy stream named Igbi. The village is one of the autonomous communities under Idogo ward of Yewa South Local Government, Ogun State, Nigeria. Adefalu, a skilled warrior and hunter, founded the village known today as Idi-Isin after seeking guidance from the oracle. After the Dahomey War ended, Adefalu struggled to find direction in his life, having been one of the warriors sent from Oyo to fight the Amazons in the Dahomey War. He sought a new home, guided by the wisdom of Orunmila and Olokun, after initially settling at Isale Domo area in Iluata quarters of Ilaro. Ifa divination signs revealed to Adefalu that he needed to settle under Ishi, a key fruit tree, at a long distance after crossing two rivers. The tree's significance was not just its fruit, but its connection to the village's history and Olokun's blessings. Adefalu was instructed to perform rituals under the Eki tree, offering prayers and sacrifices to Olokun and the ancestors, which would bring him clarity, prosperity, and fulfillment. Adefalu followed Orumila's guidance and settled under the Eke tree. As he performed the rituals, he felt a deep sense of peace and connection to the natural world. He and his family, including his wife Awa, a native of Takpa, and their sons Akilawo and Dada, soon noticed a change in Adefalu and his hunts became more successful. The Ake tree became a symbol of guidance and prosperity for Idi-Isin village, reminding the people of the importance of honoring their heritage and seeking wisdom from Orunmila. As the years passed, Idi-Isin continued to thrive, its people living in harmony with the land and honoring the legacy of Adefalu and Olokun. In recent development, on October 27, the descendant of Adefalu presented a young, dynamic educationist, social activist, and entrepreneur, Babatunde Unisa, popularly called Koigbala, to Olu Council under the amiable leadership of His Royal Majesty, Oba Dr. Kehinde Gbadewole Olugbenle Asade Agunloye IV, for consideration and ratification as the first Baale of Idi-Isin. 20 days later, on November 17, 2023, Baale Babatunde Unisa from the Akinlawon stock was installed as the first Baale of Idi-Isin, signaling a new era in the village. Since his emergence, Baale Babatunde Unisa has been working to reposition the community for greater glory. He has identified challenges facing the village, including the lack of educational facilities to handle the teeming population of children aged 3 to 13 years. This age is the future of the village and deserve attention. With Baale Babatunde Unisa's leadership, the village is poised to make significant strides in addressing its challenges, including the lack of educational facilities. Investing in education is crucial for the growth and prosperity of Idi-Isin, and it's exciting to think about the potential impact this could have on the lives of the children in Idi-Isin. As the village continues to thrive, we see a brighter future for its residents, with opportunities for economic growth, improved living standards, and a stronger sense of community.
My name is Chief Babatunde Yonosa, the Valet of Idi-Isin, under the prescribed authority of Dr. Kehinde Badewale Olubonle, Ashadabule the Fourth, the Olu and Paramount ruler of Lower Line. Chief Babatunde Yonosa is a community leader and an educationist, somebody that believes in societal development, somebody that believes in what is worth doing well, what is worth doing at all is worth doing well. I started the journey of my life from the Kaisha School in Ilaro. Uh, from there, I moved to Bible College. From there, I moved to the Bulu Grammar School, where I was labor prefect of the set, on the set in the year 2000. While at Kaisha School in Ilaro, I was the head boy of the set in 1994. And then from there, I moved to Olabisi University, where I studied diploma in law. From there, I moved to National University of Education, where I studied political science education. Some years ago, I returned back to the classroom to study, to have my master in educational management. And presently, I'm running my PhD program in educational management. I am into business. I own school, private school business, into private school business. And I'm the co-proprietor of the Perfect Assurance Academy in Laro and Cherish Kiddies Nursery and Primary School. Idi-Isin is one of the communities under Ilaro, and Idi-Isin is after the Gateway Stadium Ilaro via on your way to Idogo Road. You pass through Idi-Isin before you get to Idogo. Idi-Isin falls under Idogo Ward of your South local government. Idi-Isin, so to say, has been in existence for over 150 years because the fourth generation of the first settler of Idi-Isin is close to 90 years at present. And Idi-Isin is a community where people of diverse tribes cohabit and live in peace and harmony. The journey started with migration of my people from the Saidomo area of the Yuata quarters of the Ilaro to Idi-Isin. And when they got there, they settled down in line with the instruction of the Oracle that asked them to move to settle at a place after a particular number of rivers has been counted. And the Oracle made them to realize that they stay that when they see an oak tree, popularly called Ishi, that they should stay there, and that is where they are there. So for years they have been there relating and doing their things the way they do. So some years back, we received the call from the palace that the community is ripe enough to have an headship for there to be proper administrative system for that time to properly manage and for the resource of the town to be harnessed. So the family beckoned on me after several consultations have been made, after several both spiritual and physical. Family beckoned on me that I am the unanimous candidate for the stool of Idi-Isin, ballet of Idi-Isin. And the journey started in January 2022, when we made the visitation to the palace to inform the palace of our intention and other administrative activities yes. And to be precise, October 26, 2023, I was presented to the Ogun Council under the authority of our new Oya Father over Dr. Kendi Badiwolu. I was presented by the family and the entire people of Idishin to the Odiyen Council, and I was installed as the fourth valet of the community November 17, 2023. The entire people of Idishin are peace loving people. There are people that believes in equity. There are people that believes in fairness. There are people that believes in justice. Idishin is made up of people from both within and outside Ilaru. Even we have some people from the Republic of Venice, the Jays, the Ohoris, we have the Dedes in our midst in Idishin. And what makes Idishin unique is that Idishin is an Nigerian community where cash crop is the mainstream of the economic activities of the town. The Idishin has one of the best environment for cultivation of cash crops like cocoa, like avocado, like cashew, like palm tree, and the likes. And addition has abundance of raw materials, which in years to come, the government decide to tap into it. Those raw materials that can be usher in, that can even add the economic development of our environment. So Idishin is a land that is full of milk and honey, a land that is full of blessings, a land that is full of things that can make a society have what it is, compete favorably in the economic society. All the three religions domicile in Idishin. We have the Christians, we have the Muslims, and we have the traditional worshippers. We have those that believe in Christian as a way of life, and we have the Muslim. In addition, as okay, we have several churches in addition, and then we have the white garment, we have the Pentecostals, we have the Orthodox, we have many of them, and also we have mosques where people have their daily prayer. Ditto the traditionalists. They relate in harmony, they relate in peace, and they relate in accordance to the normal sense that a normal human being ought to relate. Yeah, Idishin is like other communities as the traditional worshippers, and we have people that believe in Ogun. We have the community Ogun. We have people that believes in worshiping the goddess of water, the Yemojas. We have people that believes in the Alarago. We have the Alaragos in Idishin. We have the people that believe in Oya. We have them in Idishin, and the one that is also peculiar to Idishin is the local traditional worshippers, because our family that moved from Salademo, part of Ilaro, to Idishin, we are known for the local, we are traditional worshippers. So a resemblance of what we have in the Salademo is replicated in Idishin as well. So Ignuku is one of the traditional practices that we have in Idishin. We have the Boom, we have Arago, we have those that believe in Oshun, we have those that believe in Shogo, and we that believe in Ogun, and so on like that. So and we usually have the celebration every year. They celebrate it every year. They celebrate their year every year, and anytime they celebrate, they pray to God for peaceful coexistence in Idishin. They pray for progress. They pray for development. About 2 or 3 years ago, that we witnessed, part of the prayer point was that God should choose a leader for them, and lo and behold, I emerged as the ballet of the community. This shows that God is attending to their request in the way they know best. Well, personally, education is in need of several infrastructural facilities that will make the town to compete favorably with our peers. First and foremost, there's no befitting public primary school, let alone a secondary. What we have is just a wicked community-based primary school that is in a shambles position. Though the community has been trying all what they can do to put it up, but education is a serious project. It's a serious business that requires a lot of fund. And the majority of the people there, they are financially, they are not that buoyant to tackle the challenges at hand. Education, education facility is a thing that is in their need in addition community and other social amenities that makes a community compete favorably with its peer. By the grace of God, with God being on our side, I see this competing favorably with other notable communities in our environment. I see this having uh, an education facility at many schools, not just one, from both private and the public sector. I see in international business venture coming up in addition in the next 5 to 10 years. I see addition being a land that people will be looking forward to stay in terms of job opportunity, in terms of peaceful coexistence, in terms of availability of social amenities. I see addition in the next 10 years as a land that will be enviable by our peers. I see addition because the way manner I see addition that addition is an hidden treasure. And I so much believe in God that by His grace, God will help us to tap the hidden treasure that are in the land. And I know once those treasures are tapped, automatically it will bring glory to the land. It will make the land to be sought after. It will make the land to be home for investors. It will make the land to be home for people that believe in a peaceful and socio-economic development. So I see this as a brilliant. Yoruba people normally say it. We say Odupe Ponishi Komala. Edition was set, came up under that auspices. That was the fault of the wrong people when that land, when that community was to be set up. That should be going, that anywhere they see oak tree, call it ishi in Yoruba. Anywhere they see it, they should stay under it. And they also, when the Babala was chanting there, he said, Ushuki, Moishi, Komala. I so much believe that in no long time that it will come to reality and people will see the issue and say, look at what has happened in positive things. I see positive things coming to education. I see education producing great leaders, senators, governors, chairmen, doctors, lawyers, engineers. I see education to be a land I will sought after the nice people. I'm using this medium to appeal to sons and daughters of Udishi, lovers of Udishi, people far and near, come to our rescue in attending to the issue of education. Udishi is the center of about 10 villages. Udishi is at the center of about 10 villages. A school with Udishi will automatically liberate the entire axis where Idi-Isin resides.
Well, the part of the challenges we are facing is that for now, the access road from the junction to the main community is not in good condition. And this makes it very difficult for farmers that are planting perishable goods to transport their products outside the community. And also, as I told you earlier, that in this community today, we have hundreds of people that are staying there, and they have children who find it very, very difficult to have access to quality education. Why did I say so? Is because the the distance of the community to nearby schools takes close to 40-45 minutes before students can get there. So if you imagine for someone that wants to go to school in the morning, you trek 45 minutes go, and they come in the afternoon, also trek 45. So it becomes difficult for the young ones, the future leaders that we have in the community, to have access to quality education. So we are appealing to necessary purpose that it will be very, very good for us to have a school in the community so that the future leaders, the tomorrow of the country, the leaders, the tomorrow of Yewa land and Lavas, both we have access quality and qualitative education. And then you know that foundational knowledge is very, very much important. So we need academic institutions in the community. Also, it becomes very difficult to access healthcare. And in this era that we have now, health is also wealth. And our people travel at least another 50 minutes to nearby primary health center. So it is also an appeal to appropriate authors to bless the district community with an health center where our people can have access to quality health. Once they have this, they could be able to have contribute to the economic development. When they have good health, they will be able to work more.
A máa lọ rí a máa bọ̀ rí o ilé ẹ̀kọ́ ayọ̀ á ṣí fún wa nínú ìdíṣin o àlàáfíà jẹ́ tiwa o orí ọ̀fẹ́ tó pọ̀ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ á máa bọ̀ lóòdì sí wa o ànírógún àwọ̀kú o ànírógún àyìsàn o tó